الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على إمام الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا وحبيبنا وقرة أعيننا محمد بن عبد الله صلى الله تبارك وتعالى عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله ولي الصالحين وأشهد أن سيدنا وحبيبنا محمد رسول الله وإمام المتقين اللهم صل وسلم وكرم وشرف وبارك عليه وعلى آله حق قدره ومقداره العظيم وبعد يقول الحق سبحانه وتعالى ما يلفظ من قول إلا لديه رقيب عتيد صدق الله العظيم. Beloved brothers and sisters, we ask Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala to grant us tawfiq and acceptance. ببركة القرآن الكريم وحرمة الحبيب صلى الله عليه وسلم. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala tells us in Surah Al-Masjid or in Surah Al-Qaf ما يلفظ من قول إلا لديه رقيب عتيد. Actually, this ayah speaks directly to the tongue. That's why we want to go through this ayah and to see why Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is putting a brake, or is telling us to put a brake on our tongues. ما يلفظ من قول إلا لديه رقيب عتيد. Sayyidina Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, to indicate the danger or to inform us of the dangers of the tongue, he once took his tongue and said, Ya lisan, qul khayran taghnam, waskut ani sharri taslam. O my tongue, speak good, then you will gain. and be silent when it comes to evil, then you will be safe. And he said to himself that he heard the Prophet ﷺ saying that the most sins that one can do come from the tongue. Ya lisan, qul khayran taghnam, waskut an sharrin taslam, min qabli an tandam, inni sami'tu Rasulallahi sallallahu alayhi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam yaqul aktharu khataya ibni Adam min lisanihi. أكثر خطايا ابن آدم من لسانه. The hadith is in al-Tabarani. So there are so many dangers and afat of the tongue. And there is no way that one can be saved except by applying the hadith of our beloved Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam when he says, "Man samata najah." Man samata najah. Whoever applies sumt, silence, will be saved. One of the hukama said, هذا الزمان زمن السكوت ولزوم البيوت قائل الحق يضرب بالنبوت. Of course, Prophet ﷺ tells us قل الحق ولو على نفسك قل الحق ولو كان مرا. But there is hikmah that one needs to use even when speaking the truth. ادع إلى سبيل ربك بالحكمة والموعظة الحسنة. So we will speak of the benefits of silence so that we can, inshallah, tabaraka wa ta'ala, be safe from the dangers of the tongue. May Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala keep us all away from dangers of this dunya and those of akhirah. The Prophet ﷺ said, "Man yadmun li ma bayna lihyayhi wa ma bayna rijlayhi admun lahu al-jannah." Whoever guarantees me that he will protect, he will save that which is between his two lihya, he means kinaya an al-lisan. Whoever promises me that you will keep your tongue and that you will keep your private part, I promise you Jannah. That's the tongue. It is one of the greatest blessings of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. Yet it is a very dangerous thing. Al-lisan. That's why one of the scholars said that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala has placed around 32 guards to protect the tongue, to save the tongue from speaking evil. And the two lips are the doors of that prison of the mouth in which Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala placed the tongue. And the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, "لا يستقيم إيمان عبد حتى يستقيم قلبه ولا يستقيم قلبه حتى يستقيم لسانه." The iman of a person will not be correct, steadfast, until his heart is steadfast. And the heart cannot find istiqamah until the tongue is guarded. Because what the tongue says affects the heart. وَلَا يَسْتَقِيمُ قَلْبُهُ حَتَّى يَسْتَقِيمَ لِسَانُهُ. And he also said when he was giving advice to Sayyidina Mu'adh, the last advice that was the most important one, after mentioning Salah, Zakah, and Hajj, and Jihad, and everything, he said to him to save the tongue. When Mu'adh asked whether Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala punishes us just because of what we said, he said, ثَكِلَتْكَ أُمُّكَ وَهَلْ يَكِبُّ النَّاسَ على وجوههم أو على مناخرهم إلا حصائد ألسنتهم. There is nothing that can take people to Jahannam more easily, faster, easier, more than the tongue. That is the words of our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That's why Abdullah ibn Mas'ud said that the tongue is the prisoner that needs to be in prison more than any prisoner. ما شيء أحوج إلى طول سجن من لسان. He said من لسانه. He was pointing himself. That's the Shan Sahaba Ridwanullahi wa ta'ala alayhim. You want Allah wa ta'ala to cover you, then cover yourself. Cover your tongue. Then don't let it go out. That's the hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Man kaffa lisana satara Allahu awrata. Asallallahu an yasura awratina jami'an. And Abu Darda said one should be fair when it comes to deal with his ears, because Allah wa ta'ala gives us 2 ears and 1 tongue. And he said to be fair with the ears is that we have to hear and listen more than we talk. On the other hand, it is better to be interested more than to be interesting. We all want to talk, want to impress, or want to show our interest that we're interesting. But it is better to be interested in than to be interesting, than to show that we are interesting. And he said to be fair, al-insaf is that you give your ears more time that you give your tongue, because you have 2 ears and 1 tongue. Now, أنصف أذنيك